Emma, thanks for joining us. Can you just explain a little bit about what you've been doing here this week at the English Men's and Women's Amateur Championships?
Yeah, definitely. So myself and my colleague Owen, as the sustainability team, have been taking a look at the whole operation of how the championships run. So we took a look at the setup of the event, all the equipment that we got brought in, including how the golf courses are running the event in terms of their food and beverage operation and the staff. And volunteers that they've got. And then, as well as that, we've been asking players about where they've travelled from, how close they're staying to the championship, just to get an overall idea of what the footprint of the event looks like, basically, so that we can look for ways to improve that going forward, to look at ways we can maybe reduce our emissions, reduce our footprint. We're working with a sustainability consultancy called 8 Associates, who are going to take a look at all the data that we've got from the event and basically highlight hotspots where we think we can improve, with the goal of reducing and then hopefully next year's event being a net zero event by reducing and doing some forms of offsetting.
That's quite an ambitious move, isn't it, to try and make this a net zero championship, because there's so many different factors involved in doing that. But is it one that you think that we can pull off for next year?
It is, definitely. I think by looking at those areas of improvement and then also looking at a variety of different offsetting regimes that we will have to take to cover the biggest part of the entire operation, which is going to be the travel component, is definitely something that we can do. And obviously something that from a sustainability standpoint, it's something that we've been working on with England Golf and our entire operation. So it's doable. It'll take a little bit of hard work and a few changes to be made, but definitely something we can achieve.
And it's part of a wider sustainability drive in golf and the golf industry, isn't it? Can you just tell us a little bit about that and what's been going on in the background for a few months now?
Yeah, definitely. So we've launched our inaugural sustainability plan, which we call the Sustainability Drive. Within that, we've basically set our goals and recommendations for how golf facilities across the country, as well as events, can become more sustainable. So we've got 12 different principles that we're covering, including a lot of environmental stuff, a lot of social stuff, and then some economic aspects of sustainability as well. So we're trying to encourage golf clubs, golfers, and championships to all start looking at ways that we can improve, just given that there's a big focus on this at the minute. Golf has a big part to play in it. There's a lot of golfers and a lot of golf courses out there. So together, a big impact can be made in a variety of different areas.
And sometimes it's just by making a small difference you can lead to making a bigger difference, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, just simple things like, using less plastic and using a reusable water bottle on the golf course, or when it comes to, how the golf course is managed, just maybe leaving areas to be a little bit more rewilded so that there's less emissions going out from the greenkeeping machinery. All these kinds of things can definitely make an impact. They might seem small, but when they're added up across all the clubs and all the individuals who play, it can really add up to something quite significant.